Close your eyes for just 5 seconds and imagine that the world around you is slowly being covered by a thick, milky fog that no amount of blinking can clear, or worse. Imagine your field of vision narrowing until you are looking at your loved ones through a tiny, dark straw. These aren't just bad dreams, they are the lived realities of millions of people dealing with cataracts and glaucoma, the two leading causes of vision loss worldwide, yet most people cannot tell the difference between them until it is far too late to save their sight. Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on these silent thieves of sight, exploring exactly how they develop, why one is often called a natural part of aging while the other is a hype, threshold, emergency, and most importantly, how you can protect your eyes starting right now. When we talk about eye health, we often take it for granted until something feels off. But the tricky thing about both cataracts and glaucoma is that they rarely cause pain in their early stages. To understand what is happening inside your eye, think of your eye like a high-end digital camera. A cataract is essentially a dirty, smudged lens that makes everything look blurry and faded, whereas glaucoma is more like a frayed cable connecting the camera to the computer. The lens might be clear, but the signal isn't getting through to the brain because the optic nerve is being crushed. Let's dive deep into cataracts first because, statistically speaking, if you live long enough, you are almost guaranteed to develop them. Inside your eye, sitting right behind the iris, is a clear, flexible lens made mostly of water and protein. When you are young, this protein is arranged in a very precise way that keeps the lens clear and lets light pass through perfectly to the retina. As we age, however, those proteins start to clump together. It is very similar to what happens when you fry an egg. The clear egg white turns solid and opaque as the protein's denature. This clumping creates a cloudiness that scatters light instead of focusing it. You might first notice this as a slight blurriness that your glasses can't quite fix, or perhaps you find yourself needing much brighter light to read than you used to. A classic early sign of cataracts is second sight, where your near vision suddenly improves for a short period, leading you to believe your eyes are getting better, when in reality, the lens is swelling and changing its refractive power. As the cataract progresses, colors start to look yellowed or brownish, like an old photograph, and driving at night becomes a nightmare because oncoming headlights create massive, blinding halos and glare. Now, many people ask if they did something wrong to cause this. While aging is the primary driver, there are significant accelerators you should know about. Prolonged exposure to ultraviolet radiation from the sun is a major factor, which is why high-quality sunglasses aren't just a fashion statement. They are medical equipment. Diabetes is another massive contributor because high blood sugar levels change the chemistry of the fluid inside your eye, leading to faster protein clumping. Smoking and long-term use of steroid medications also put you on the fast track for cataract development. The good news is that cataracts are not a permanent sentence of blindness. In fact, cataract surgery is one of the most successful and common medical procedures in the world, where the cloudy natural lens is removed and replaced with a clear artificial one called an intraocular lens. However, while cataracts are a cloudy problem, glaucoma is a pressure problem, and it is far more dangerous because the vision loss it causes is permanent. Inside the front of your eye, there is a constant flow of a clear fluid called aqueous humor. Your eye produces this fluid to nourish the tissues and then drains it out through a complex meshwork. In a healthy eye, the production and drainage are balanced. In glaucoma, the drainage system gets clogged or fails, causing the internal pressure of the eye to rise. This pressure pushes back against the optic nerve, which is a bundle of over 1 million nerve fibers. As the pressure rises, these fibers begin to die off. The terrifying part of glaucoma, specifically the most common type called open-angle glaucoma, is that it has no symptoms in the early stages. You don't feel the pressure rising, and your brain is incredibly good at filling in the blanks, so you don't notice the gradual loss of peripheral vision until you have lost up to 40% of your sight. This is why doctors call it the silent thief of sight. By the time you notice, you are bumping into furniture or failing to see cars in the lane next to you. The damage is already done and cannot be reversed. There is also a secondary, less common type called angle closure glaucoma, which is a true medical emergency. This happens when the drainage angle closes abruptly, causing the pressure to spike instantly. If you ever experience sudden, severe eye pain, a headache, nausea, or see rainbows around lights, you must get to an emergency room immediately to save your vision. Understanding the risk factors for glaucoma is vital because early detection is the only way to stop it. Genetics play a huge role. If your parents or siblings have it, your risk is significantly higher. Ethnicity also matters, as people of African, Hispanic, or Asian descent are statistically at a higher risk for different forms of the disease. High blood pressure and extreme nearsightedness are also red flags. While you can't change your genetics, you can change how often you get checked. A standard vision test for glasses is not enough. You need a comprehensive eye exam that includes tonometry to check your eye pressure and a dilated exam, where the doctor looks directly at the health of your optic nerve. Treatment for glaucoma focuses entirely on lowering that internal pressure, usually starting with daily prescription eye drops that either slow down fluid production or help it drain better. If drops aren't enough, laser treatments or surgery can create new drainage pathways. The ultimate takeaway is that while cataracts are a hurdle that can be cleared with surgery, glaucoma is a lifelong marathon of management. To keep your eyes healthy as you age, focus on the 4 pillars: wear UV blocking sunglasses, maintain stable blood sugar and blood pressure, eat a diet rich in leafy greens and omega-3 fatty acids, and never skip your annual dilated eye exam. We have covered a lot today, from the protein clumping that causes the foggy world of cataracts to the silent pressure buildup that defines glaucoma. Remember that while cataracts can be reversed with modern surgery, the vision lost to glaucoma is gone forever, making regular screenings your most powerful weapon in the fight for your sight. If you found this information valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let me know in the comments what topic you want to see next.